Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Pub Quiz. Pause the video now, it is an idea to grab pen and paper, both to write down your answers and keep note of your score. And please remember to post your score in the comments below at the end of the video. There's 155 points available today and a score of over 65 is good, but a score of over 80 is excellent. Good luck, let's crack on with the quiz. Round 1 is your picture it round, and this week it is on logos. 10 pictures that will slowly reveal themselves. Just name the brand or the company the logo belongs to. Up to 3 points for each correct answer. Question 1. Can you name this brand or company the logo belongs to? The writing has been removed. And that belongs to Lego. Question 2. And that one is Burger King. Question 3. Is the logo for Pringles. Question 4. And that one was UPS. Question 5. Is Malibu. Question 6. Is Xbox. Question 7. Is your logo for Adidas? Question 8. And that one is Wikipedia. Question 9. That is the badge of Ferrari. And lastly in this round, question 10. And that one is Beats Audio or Beats by Dr. Dre. Moving on to round 2, it is your anagrams round. 10 anagrams of world landmarks. You will get a clue every 6 seconds, but up to 3 points for each correct answer. Anagram number 1. that is Stonehenge. Anagram number 2. And that one is the Colosseum. Anagram number 3. And that is the Eiffel Tower. Anagram number 4. Is the Statue of Liberty. Anagram number 5. Is Machu Picchu. Anagram number 6. Is the Acropolis. Anagram number 7. Is the Grand Canyon. Anagram number 8. That is the Great Sphinx. Anagram number 9. That is the White House. And lastly, anagram number 10. That is Niagara Falls. Moving on to round 3, it is your Dingbats round. 10 Dingbat images, can you solve them? Just figure out the word, phrase or saying. 2 points for each correct answer. Dingbat number 1. Work out the word, phrase or saying. That is a cock and bull story. Dingbat number 2. That is 3 square meals a day. Dingbat number 3. Is like 2 peas in a pod. Dingbat number 4. Is a big fish in a small pond. Dingbat number 5. Is wet behind the ears. Dingbat number 6. And that one is just in case. Dingbat number 7. Is no spring chicken. Dingbat number 8. Is your guess is as good as mine? Dingbat number 9. That one is down to earth. And lastly, Dingbat number 10. And that one is 5 o'clock shadow. Here is your halftime teaser. Only the sharpest minds will decode the pattern. Can you decipher the next number in this fiendishly tricky sequence? And you can find the answer on our Facebook page at The Real Pub Quiz. Up next is round 4, and it is your mystery trivia round. 10 questions on the mystery topic. It's non-multiple choice, so think carefully, and 2 points for each correct answer. And this week is just on random trivia. Question 31. Which company successfully produced the first instant coffee? That was Nestle, who own Nescafe. Question 32. What flavour is mulligatawny soup? That is curry flavoured. Question 33. What letter of the alphabet begins with the fewest words in the English language? That would be the letter X. Question 34. Who was the second person to step on the moon after Neil Armstrong? It was Buzz Aldrin. Question 35. A nephrectomy is the surgical removal of all or part of which body organ? That would be a kidney. Question 36. In which sport would a participant perform a snatch or a clean and jerk? That would be in weightlifting. Question 37. Quicksilver is a historical name for which metallic element? And the correct answer here is mercury. Question 38. What nationality was the artist Francisco Goya? He was Spanish. Question 39. What was the name of Tintin's dog? He was called Snowy. And question 40. In what month is the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere? That is normally in June. Moving up to round 5, it is your movies timeline round. 10 questions with 4 film posters per question. Match the film posters to the release date. Score 1 point for each poster in the correct position, plus 1 bonus point if you get all 4 correct. Question 41. Can you match up these rom-com movie posters to their correct release date? In 1989, we had When Harry Met Sally, then Pretty Woman in 1990, Sleepless in Seattle in 1993, and There's Something About Mary in 1998. Remember to add a bonus point if you got all 4 correct. Question 42. Can you match these superhero posters to their correct release date? In 2005, we had Batman Begins, we had Iron Man in 2008, The Avengers in 2012, and Superman Man of Steel in 2013. Well done if you got all of those. Question 43. How about these animated posters to their correct release date? So the earliest in 2001 was Shrek, Finding Nemo in 2003, Cars in 2006, and Wall-E in 2008. Question 44. these sci-fi posters, can you match them up to the release date? So in 1977 we had Close Encounters of the Third Kind, we had Alien in 1979, The Empire Strikes Back in 1980, and Blade Runner in 1982. And finally in this round, how about these war film posters? So the earliest here was Bridge of Spies in 2015, then Hacksaw Ridge in 2016, Dunkirk in 2017, and finally 1917 in 2019. Now, if you made it this far in the quiz and you're enjoying the quiz, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for notifications. Round 6 is your general knowledge round. 10 multiple choice questions, 2 points if you can give a correct answer before the options appear, 1 point after they appear. Question 46 for 2 points. Which European capital city sits on the Tagus River? And for 1 point, is that Athens, Lisbon or Madrid? And it is Lisbon that sits on the river. Question 47 for 2 points. What is the more common name for an African camelopard? And for 1 point, is that a buffalo, a giraffe or a leopard? It is a giraffe. Question 48 for 2 points. What number does the letter D represent in Roman numerals? And for 1 point, is it the number 5, 50 or 500? It is 500. Question 49. What is the longest river in Asia? And for 1 point, is that the Yangtze, the Yellow or the Yenisei River? It is the Yangtze. Question 50 for 2 points. How many Academy Awards has Tom Hanks won? And for 1 point, has he won 2, 3 or 4 awards? He has won 2 awards. Question 51 for 2 points. What does the Japanese term kamikaze literally translate to in English? And for 1 point, is it divine wind, thundering heart or wandering spirit? The correct answer is divine wind. Question 52 for 2 points. In what US state are the Bonneville Salt Flats? And for 1 point, are they in Arizona, Nevada or Utah? They are in Utah. Question 53 for 2 points. 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 2 And for 1 point, is that a bear, a cow, or a goat? It is a bear. Question 54 for 2 points. What type of pastry are profiterolles made from? And for 1 point, is that shoe, phyllo or puff pastry? They are made from shoe pastry. And question 55, in what year was the first ever Nobel Prize award ceremony held? And for 1 point, was that in 1896, 1901 or 1906? It was in 1901. Finishing off with your bonus conundrum, it is your 9-letter anagram. 30 seconds to solve it, you will get a clue at 15 seconds, but 10 points if you can solve it before the clue, 5 points after the clue. And your conundrum today is a clean bum. And your clue is an emergency vehicle. And the correct answer is ambulance. Remember to let me know your score in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And why not try out these other quizzes whilst you're here? Bye for now.